Tell me you're desperate for a gun control victory without telling me you're desperate for a gun control victory. What we're going to talk about today is the president of Everytown for Gun Safety, excited, tweeting, lauding the fact that a gun shop, the bane of their existence, has been shut down. The only big irony is had nothing to do with them. Everything will be linked in the description box below, and I cannot wait to show you this story because this is quite literally an example of trying to make everything about them because they are desperate and they are getting L's on the daily. Now, of course, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on. As of the filming of this video, we are less than 180 subscribers away from 500,000, 500,000, and we would love for you to jump in and make that a reality. Thank you so much in advance for that consideration. But now, let's get back to the desperation. All right, so my brothers and sisters, I hope you guys are having a great Monday, and hopefully this video shows you a little something, lifts you up. So this is from John Feinblatt. This is a tweet. The esteemed leader of Everytown for Gun Safety. Check this out. Big news out of Chicago. In a critical win for gun industry accountability, an Indiana gun store responsible for facilitating illegal interstate gun trafficking is ceasing operations following our lawsuit with the city of Chicago. Well, now, if you guys are not up in the know, that would mean, or at least imply, that because they sued them and the city of Chicago sued them, they're going out of business. This is all because of their efforts. Until you read the actual story, it turns out retirement is a little bit different. But let's have some fun with this, because any day we can point out the desperation of gun controllers, I'm going to do it. So, police tied a decades-old gun shop in Indiana to hundreds of Chicago crimes, and it's shutting down. From USA News. This came out the beginning of the weekend. Check this out. Let's dive into Chicago. A northern Indiana gun shop police have called a key supplier of Chicago's criminal firearms market announced this week it is closing its doors in what gun violence prevention advocates say is a win for public safety in a city that grapples with thousands of shootings a year. Side note, ultimate gun controls in that city. You guys can figure that out. That point's been litigated pretty hard. But they got this guy. Yeah, no they didn't. Let's keep going. Here's the crux of the issue. Westworth Sports Incorporated in Gary, Indiana, located 10 miles from the Illinois border, is liquidating its assets and has not finalized a timeline for closure. Attorney Timothy Rudd said on Friday. Store owner Earl Westworth, who has been in business for more than 50 years, is retiring. That's your big takeaway right there. That's a big give-o. That's like a big red flag. You know how they like red flags. 50 years? You're picking on a guy who's at least 70? You still haven't beat him. He decides to retire, go into the hills somewhere and just do what he do, and you're going to take a victory lap? Yeah, you're more pathetic than I thought. But let's keep going. This is what they're saying. This is how they're trying to frame this. Quote, for years, Westworth was the #1 supplier of out-of-state crime guns recovered by Chicago police, fueling our city's gun violence crisis. Another side note, if there's the fuel, what's the actual action? Yeah, it's people, because it's not a gun issue, it's a people issue. Anyway, let's keep going. Chicago City Attorney Mary Richardson Lowry said in a statement Friday calling the store's closing a significant victory. Again, had nothing to do with them, even though they tried and they lost consistently. They're trying to frame his retirement as a massive victory for Gun Control Prevention Act, whatever they said. The new acronym. All right, now let me show you this. This is kind of comical. This is how bad they failed in the city of Chicago, but they're trying to spin it as a win. The development comes after Chicago sued Westworth Sports in 2021, claiming the gun store, quote, engaged in a pattern of illegal sales that have resulted in the flow of hundreds, if not thousands, of illegal firearms into Chicago, according to the lawsuit filed in Cook County. Again, ATF's involved in this whole thing. This is under ATF's purview. So whenever cities do this, like Philadelphia is doing, all they have to do is point to the ATF who gave them the green check because they passed and they had nothing to their claims, and they've got nothing. But it's not about what actually happened. This is about claiming some sort of emotional victory in order to keep the fundraising dollars coming in. Let's continue, because this is the part which I find fascinating. Attorneys for the gun store moved to dismiss the case last year, arguing the city's suit concerned dealings between the gun shop and Indiana residents. A Cook County judge dismissed the suit in May, finding Westworth's contacts with Illinois were not sufficient for the court to exercise jurisdiction in the case. So, they completely dismissed this case. The city of Chicago went against this guy, a single gun shop, The ATF had already cleared all of the actions. There is no infringement to have the FFL revoked. Cook County tries to say, we're going to get you. They say, nope, not happening. You don't have any standing because they have no connections with Illinois, the entire point of the claim. And now everyone is out there, from Everytown for Gun Safety to mayors of Chicago, to say, well, it's a good thing we took this action and we forced this gun shop to close. All the while, the guy goes, I'm 70 plus. I just want to retire. Yeah. A little bit different, isn't it? And that's what I've got for you to start this Monday out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I will see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.